Yep. Walk to my face. Hi! Welcome to the channel, that's inexplicably an experience. Welcome to the Steve Morgan experience. I'm Steve Morgan, this is my channel, and this is... Right, we have got a great show for you tonight. We have got a review of the film Meghan. We have got Wally of the Week. We've got Billy No Mates, he will be here today. We've got some more shout outs. We've got some more bad jokes. We've got Jasmine doing her food reviews. And we have got my soapbox, so look forward to it. The news. Right, in the news today, Boris Johnson this week, he when he had a big dossier, he said, I've got proof, I've got evidence, I am going to prove that I did not commit a crime. And then he went, and his evidence was exactly what he was saying all along, which is a load of bollocks. I didn't actually know. Dude, you told people not to have parties. You took champagne into an office with a load of people. Oh, it was an actual meeting. It was very important. No, it was champagne and you all had a party. People were dying and you had a party. You blithering idiot. I'm seriously. I don't think it should be a criminal act. I don't think you should go to prison or pay a fine. I think you should, do you remember when you did the Olympics and you got stuck up on that thing and everyone laughed? I think we should stuck you up in the air again, and this time throw eggs at you, because eggs are best. No, I'm joking, of course. But also in the news today, Rishi Sunak has declared his finances, so we can see what tax he's paying. Meanwhile, he didn't actually show him on a form. He just opened a safe and 1 million gold coins were in this big room. He was like, these are my finances. Enjoy. Right. Also on the news, found out that William has gone to greet the troops. Good old William gone to greet the troops so we can hide all the shit that's really happening in the country. Because here's William, he's greeting the troops. Colonel William. Oh no, wait, he's not a colonel, is it? That's his wife. Oh, hello boys. Where's your uniform, Will? The wife was moaning I had to give it to her. You know what it's like in a marriage. Don't want to know about the other woman I've got, do we? That's a joke. Do not. That is a joke. I am not claiming he's got another woman. No, not at all. The maid doesn't count. Stephen Morgan claims that Prince William is sleeping with maid. Oh, fuck. Okay. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, also in the news, they have decided to drop the pension increase. I'm really shit at words, aren't I? They decided that this whole plan to get the pension to go higher and higher until you're retiring at 70 has now been dropped, because apparently people don't live as long anymore because of COVID. It took a disease that kills people to actually give people respect and decency and and realise that 50 years of work, about 45, whatever it is, years of work is enough. Oh, but you're retiring sooner, so you're taking more money. We worked for you, you fucking assholes. We pushed our fucking bodies to the fucking limit. We deserve a long holiday and a nice life. Oh, well, you've got it now because of COVID. Fuck you, disrespectful cunts. Anyway, that's my news for the day. See you on the other side. Bye-bye. I feel like busting loose with some bad joke. Action.
What does a man with 2 left feet wear?
I don't know. What does a man with 2 left feet wear?
Flip-flips.
Jasmine's food review.
Welcome back to Jasmine's food review. We're trying vegetarian sushi. Let's give it a try. Oh, that's awful.
Billy, no mates. Is this on? My name is Billy No Mates, and hold on a minute. It's a very worrying time to be around because you don't know what's going on. You haven't got a clue. Lots of people, they haven't got a clue, but when you join the dots, when you join all the dots together, you see what's going on in the world. It's not the world we think it is. It's a terrible, frightening place. It all started in 1953. Now, a lot of people will tell you about Roswell, but they don't, and Area 51, but they don't know the real truth, because I've been to Area 51. And I know about the Roswell alien. They want to get me. They want to get me because I know all about the Roswell alien. He's not an alien. That's the secret they don't want to tell you. They try and make you think he's a little green man. Oh, it's worse than that. It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. They're rubbing it in your face. Stay Puft was created by an evil chemical agent called Agent X. He's an evil manipulator. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I said chemical agent, and now I'm saying he's an agent. Yes, the chemicals. The chemicals are after us. You know, there's one person who knows everything, and he's been trying to help us. His name is Donald Trump. Now, I know what you think. You think Donald Trump is evil. Donald Trump's a terrible president, a horrible person. All the things they're telling you, but no. The truth is, Donald Trump was a chemical agent. Think about it. Why do you think his surname's Trump? Trump means far. It means far. He was literally made from gases, carbon monoxide, methane, all these gases. He was made from them. And, no one believes it. But it's the truth. You see, all the chemical agents were created by an evil alien race known as the lizard people who have been here since 1927. They control us, they eat our brains, they do horrible things, and we all pretend that everything's fine. The whole family were infected. Oh, Meghan's not an actress. She's an evil lizard. That's what was really going on. She's changed history. She's made Andrew look like a bad person when really Andrew was saving the world many years, and we all remembered it, and then we all forgot. And now apparently he's a paedophile. But well, I'll ask you what really makes more sense: that a prince is a paedophile, or lizard people are taking over the world. What makes more sense to you? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. What makes more sense? Because a lot of people might be thinking, no, Billy, listen, mate. You're letting it all get to you. I've been told by these people. I'm letting them all get to me. And it's all wrong, but the truth is they're sheep. No, seriously, they're real sheep. Human beings have been replaced with actual sheep, where they're genetically made into human beings right now. You holding the camera. I know you're a sheep. I know you are, because I can see it in your eyes. And I think you're going to bleat any minute. Don't bar at me, for God's sake. Oh God. So much information that I know, so many things I understand that other people don't. They all think it's madness. And I've got to admit, it does sound like complete madness at first, until you join the dots. And when you join the dots, that's when you see the bigger picture, the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa was Steve's Soapbox. I'm here to talk about toxic fandom. Now, there's a weird thing going on nowadays where every single fan seems to think they have a right to talk about what they want, when they want, which is fine, but it's like nasty, horrid shit. They go on about TV shows and their films not being the way they should be. And now it's toxic and it's bullshit, because most... the things they're getting angry about are common decency. But no, apparently it's all horrid. Apparently, the Star Wars films are bad because a woman was they put a woman in the main role. The fucking hell. The original Star Wars had a fucking woman with a gun shooting fucking people, which never fucking happened in movies that much. And so that's bullshit right there. Bollocky bollocks. Doctor Who's another one. Oh, apparently it's all political. It's all political nowadays. It was never political before. It was about fucking miners' strikes in the 70s. Oh, but they were subtle with it. Subtle? They used fucking massive fucking aliens in rubber suits to fucking get their point across. You think that's subtle? You wouldn't know what subtle was if it hit you with a fucking sledgehammer, you utter motherfucking dipshits. What the fuck? This is a problem of toxic fandom at the moment. The thing is, these people, what happened was, back in the 80s and 90s and the 2000s, people like yourself, Steve Morgan, we didn't like what we were getting, and we wanted better films. So what we fucking did was, we went on the internet, and we talked about what we wanted, and we gave it the mouth, and we got what we wanted, and it was a great moment. And all the generation next now seem to think they can do the same, but they don't know what the fuck they want. They just want to get angry. There's some fuckwit who's going, instead of actually trying to build up something new and something great, which is what we did, they're trying to knock everything down. And I say to these fucking toxic fans who call me toxic because I don't agree with their views, fuck you! Suck my fucking nose, bitch! Okay, that's another man, another soapbox. Shout it out loud! Right, got a shout out for CM Wargames or Capitan Morgan's Wargames. If you like the Warhammer stuff, you like the painting of the models and all that sort of thing, this is great for you. I can't stand it myself and don't understand it. But, unfortunately, it's my brother, so I've got to give him a shout out. I know that's a bit mean, but that's how it works. If you want to see a good show, if you want a good show with a man who's a great guy, my brother, Capitan Morgan's Wargames, watch it now, shout out. Wally of the Week! So who is my Wally of the Week? That's interesting. It's a lot of people actually, but the main person is Posey Parker. Now, I talked about Posey Parker last week a little bit, but let's go into her a little bit more. Now, she is famously a GC, a gender critical. They all started off by saying, we don't hate trans people, we hate what is going on with and how people might be manipulating situations. That's how they started. And then it was, there's a trans lobby we do not like because we feel they're being manipulated by millionaires. You ask them who the millionaires were, go quiet. It's like, but our British press don't ask them who the millionaires is. They just accept this trans lobby thing, which is a bit weird. Oh, Stonewall is a charity, yes. It said this, it said that. It's doing its remit as a charity. It always has. So is Mermaids, so is Oxfam. Oxfam's not even a bloody charity for fucking trans people, but yeah, that's been attacked. But all these things, these constant attacks, and Posey Parker comes along and she says that she's here to let women speak, and women are being silenced, and this is an opportunity for women to speak about certain issues. She also calls anybody who disagrees with her paedophiles. She's done that in her rallies. There's lots of nasty things she says, but she actually did a video where she asked men to go outside toilets with guns and question people when they came in because we wanted to stop the trans women from coming in. What the fuck? That's disgusting. Okay, let's face it, right? You've got Little Whittington in Surrey. Little Whittington. I made it up. I don't know if there's a Little Whittington at all. And there's a few people there. One's Mary. Mary's a big lady. She's always been a bit big chin. Born a woman. But guess what, Mary? You go to the toilet, there's a man with a gun. Are you a woman? Prove it! Well, I've got my birth certificate. That could have been changed now. The GRE has happened. Okay, I've got my birth certificate, my passport. What else? Show me your fanny. What the fuck? Come on. Oh fuck. So anyway, she says things like that, and she brings out her little groups. They go to special towns. They make a start, and when anybody comes out, when anybody protests against them, which by the way is the law, you are allowed to protest against people who are protesting. Apparently they're monstrous, violent people who won't shut up and won't be quiet. They're men putting women down. The majority of them are men, women, trans women, and a great vast amount of people. But that's ignored in the British press. They are men putting women down. J.K. Rowling says so, so there we go. J.K. Rowling is right, TM. Well, that's British media anyway. So, dramatic pause. It's not because I've forgotten what I'm going to say, honest. So anyway, where was I? Oh yes. So, this woman, this Posy Parker, she's also said, she said a lot of hate and a lot of shit, and she had a bloke called Andy No. I think I said that last week. Andy No is a far right speaker. He came on and spoke. We had a woman read Mein Kampf. Lots of this stuff, and she's gone to Australia. Now, Australia media is different to British media. British media push it under the carpet. British media say, everybody's entitled to speak. What can we do? We must let them have a platform. Oh, by the way, your people are getting angry. Have you ever considered this? And then they will say hypothetical questions. Hypothetical? Have you thought about it hypothetically? Have you thought about what might happen? What might happen? Oh, someone got pelted with an egg. It could have been a bomb. It could have been a knife. It wasn't a fucking knife, it was an egg. Anyway, Posy Parker went to Australia, and Australia are different. When they see a Nazi, they go, shut the fuck up, Nazi. Posy Parker went to Australia and brought some of her fans with her who were goose-stepping. Yeah, we talked about that last week, bunch of Nazis. But it got better. It got hilariously better. Because Posy's tour did not go well. It did not go well at all. One day she went to one place and none of her fans turned up. No one wanted to know. There was no support whatsoever. She was on her own with her security team. And she sat there brazen as anything going, I've got money, don't you know? Literally, I'm not joking. All she talked about was how everybody who was screaming at her was poor and pathetic. I mean, come on, this is let women speak. That's not a woman speaking. That's a fucking snob speaking. You could be any sex to be a fucking snob. You could be man, you could be woman. That's not women speaking about their rights and their feelings and whatever. That's just snobbery and patheticness. Anyway, our volley of the week then goes to the next place. And this is my favourite by far because I've actually got clips of it. Posy is on a bandstand. I want to put this bit out there as a bandstand, all right? So a lot of people were saying there was violence, people were attacking. The crowd were nowhere near the bandstand. They were all around. Yes, they were getting angry. Yes, there was fights because a certain Nazis turned up again and walked in and had a fight. Apparently there was a fight in the background or something. Some people went into the crowd and fucking had a go and then wondered why. You know why? It's like, oh, there's a crowd protesting. Let's go into the crowd. Whatever. There was a fight. They attacked me. You went into a crowd of angry people and started shouting at them. What did you fucking expect? Oh, that lion bit my head off. Why? I'd only put my head in his mouth. It's like, stop it, Stephen. What is with the laughter today? Anyway, so anyway, while she was at this bandstand, one woman, and that's a cis woman, but I'll explain this right now. If I use the term cis, it's because it's a Latin word. It means on this side. It means they were born beside that side of the gender. They were born a woman. That's what it means. It's not an attack on women. It just means they were born a woman. And I want to point this out because this was a Let Women Speak rally. And this woman did speak. Well, she didn't speak. She used her actions. She went up to Posey, sneaked in, walked up and poured soup on her head. Here's a picture of Posey after the soup. That's fake laughter, by the way. You can tell it. Anyway, I'm not taking the piss, but what happened next is hilarious. Posey and her little people put their tails between their legs and walked off. Yeah, they walked off. They went, no, we're going now. Bye-bye. Whoa. By the way, also to remind people, so they went off and then everyone was going, it's violence. What you did was violence, violence, violence. And there were so many calls of violence. There was everyone saying, you attacked her. It was soup. You attacked her. It was soup. Yes, that's an acid attack. This is a genuine thing which happened. Someone compared it to an acid attack. How is tomato soup an acid attack? Soup is an acidic vegetable, don't you know? Yes, I do know. And it's not an acid. It's still not a fucking dangerous acid. So it might be an acidic. Lots of things are acidic. Your fucking brain is acidic. But no disrespect. It was soup. This is why people's politics are fucked up, because they don't understand what left, right and middle is. It means too far is one bad thing. Too far that way is another bad thing. For example, alkaline. Also bad if you put too much of it. If you use too much of it or a specific amount, oh, whatever. Anyway, so what they're saying is soup being thrown on the head was terrible because it was an acid. When this didn't work, they showed the pictures of the fights going on. And it was like, it's not even a big fight, it's just someone getting pushed. It was like, and then the person walked away. It's like, okay. And then the best one I thought, and this is hilarious as well, is they started to say, oh look, you attacked her with a mobile phone. And they show this really close picture of her. And there's guards surrounding, and there's loads of people surrounding her. It looks like she's being attacked, but it's not. It was her guards taking her away from the soup. And the mobile phone was her guard. You'll literally see it in another picture. He's holding a mobile phone. It wasn't, they saying it's a knife. It wasn't a knife. It was a mobile fucking phone. Did I say they said they were attacking him with a mobile phone? I meant attacking him with a knife. Yeah, that's what they said. I'm attacking them with a knife. No, it's a mobile phone. Fuck off. But it got worse. Now it's like, it is men attacking women. It was a woman who attacked. It was a cis woman who attacked her, who threw soup over her. It's men attacking women. Women who want to speak. You would never get this. One person said this to me. They literally said this to me. Right? They fucking said it and made out, oh, you're condoning a woman being attacked because you don't like her. They condoned in another... I literally went through their timeline. Boom, surprise, surprise. Here's them condoning a woman being attacked. They're saying, right here, oh, there's a woman being attacked. She shouldn't have been there. She shouldn't have been there. She had no right to be there. She just got what was deserving of her. So it's all right for you to send blokes, 12 blokes by the way, and I think some are women, but 12 people anyway, to attack one single woman because she wanted to speak when she wasn't asked. There's also another one here. Here's another woman being attacked at Posey's rallies because she spoke without being asked. So what's really going on here? Well, I'll tell you what's going on here and who my Wally of the Week is. This is what British media will turn around today and say, and will bring up, tomorrow morning, they will be on the TV. The British media will talk about it. The British media will bring up J.K. Rowling's speeches, because J.K. Rowling waddled into it, because she always does. And J.K. Rowling, don't you know? I'm loved by the people. I'm a children's writer. I just care about women and children. Well, she uses the word TIM, which is trans. I always get this wrong. Trans-identifying man. So it doesn't say the word trans woman. It says trans-identifying man, but she's not transphobic. No. I'm not sure. Don't call her transphobic, for fuck's sake. Ooh, you won't get away from him. No. She's not transphobic. She's not transphobic. Fucking hell, motherfucker. It's scary. What I'm trying to say is, what am I trying to say? Oh, yeah. This is 11 minutes long. This is the longest fucking Warrior Week I've ever fucking done. Right. Basically, the real Wallies are the people who will listen to the media, because the media will try to make it out that a woman got attacked by an angry mob. And that's all you're going to hear. And they will continue to push her. She will continue to be on the newspapers. She will continue, because her and her colleagues will continue to be in the newspapers, pushing their hypothetical views down your throat. And also saying, aren't you aboard and had enough of trans people yet? Well, all I ever see of trans people is you lot slagging them off. I absolutely love the people I talk to on Twitter. They're really fun and they're friendly and they're great people. But, okay. That's it. That's my Wally of the week. It's every fucker at the moment, okay? So, have a nice night. Bye-bye. Enjoy the show, people. It's got more. I think we got more coming on. I've gone fucking mental. The Meghan review. Where do I start with Meghan? Meghan is a movie which is fun. That's the main thing you've got to say about Meghan. Fun. If you want a good fun movie, watch Meghan. If you want to take things too seriously, don't bother. If you want a few scares, yeah, it is a few scares. I wouldn't say it's a knockout scary horror movie, because it's not. It's not like, oh my god, it's a silly, gremlin-y type horror movie, if I'm honest with you. It's good, and it's fun, and it's silly. But it's basically a young woman, her sister dies in a car crash, and so does her sister's husband, and she's left with a young child, but she can't really relate to a child, and she brings in this robot to look after it. And this robot learns and understands the child and becomes like a babysitter. But she's basically doing all the jobs that the sister should do. The sister then starts to use the girl because she wants this doll to become this big famous thing, and she starts using the child's therapy, because the doll basically therapises it. Basically, gives therapy to the child, and she uses that as a way of saying, isn't this fantastic? It brings up a lot of moral issues and stuff, and those parts are well handled, I will admit. But the truth is, this is just a killer doll movie. It's very silly, it's very funny, there's some really dark moments, and the little girl who is absolutely brilliant. In the final scenes, the little girl, when she confronts the doll, they're usually like kids fighting back. It's always a bit like, yeah, all right. But this is believable. It's brilliant. It was fun. And I've got to be honest with you, this film, what would I give it? I mean, I wouldn't give it five thumbs up, because it's not an amazing film. I wouldn't give it less than 2, because it's all right, but it's better than that. It's one of those films you come out of the cinema and go, well, that was fucking shit. But at the same time, you loved it, because it's watchable crap. So I'm going to give it 3 thumbs up. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Final thought. So I've got a lot of thoughts today. I've got tons of them. Banana coming to my head. No, but seriously, though, I've had a bit of fun on this episode. It's gone a bit over the running time, but it's completely mad. And I know I'm barking about the same things quite a lot, but I just feel they need to be said. One of the things that really annoys me, and I did mention it in the video, and I'm just going to talk about it now, because it does bug me a little bit, is when people say things like, oh, it might have been an egg that was thrown, but it could have been a bullet. We do not know. That's why we shouldn't throw eggs. This hand could be a fish. It's just stupid. What might have been, what could have been. Have you thought of it like this? Have you thought of it like that? At the end of the day, people are using these things to get away with murder. and it's so ridiculous. And I just don't understand how people can't see what's going on. A lot of people can see what's going on, but I've been talking to people and people understand it. I know I'm confused. I get stuck in the internet a lot, and therefore my head stays in that kind of world, and I see that world for what it is. And sometimes I have to come out of it, and I get that, and I try to. Not always, though. But got this cough. Sorry about that. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. I'm going to leave this show with a story. I'm going to tell a story. Once upon a time, there was an evil man called Brad. And the moral of the story is don't trust people called Brad. I'm fucking having a really silly day today. Anyway, thank you very much for the show. Thank you very much for coming along. I've got an actual thing, a serious thing actually. I need jokes. If you know jokes and you have got a joke, record yourself doing a joke and send it to bbsdreamcatcher@gmail.com. Please send it because I need more jokes. I am running out, and that's one of the things I need to keep my show going is the bad joke segment. Because let's face it, it's the best thing about it because it's not got me in it. But yeah, so send me as many as you possibly can. That would be lovely. Also, if you could subscribe, I am always in need for subscribers, and if you hit the notification bell, you will get notifications on when my next show is. By the way, it's usually 7 o'clock-ish on a Sunday, hopefully. I mean, I'm running late today. I literally usually do most of my work, most of my little bits on a Saturday, and then do it on a Sunday, but I couldn't be asked. And I've rushed like crazy to get this done. But there we go. Anyway, also like, dislike. Could you share my video? That would be lovely. If you like it, just share it. Share it on your timeline, on your Facebook timeline, your Twitter timeline. Share it, share it, share it. Come on, people. We can do this. Also, I have a Patreon if you're interested, but it's not about this video. It's about my work. It's about my books. I might make it about my videos as well. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much. Good night and goodbye. See you on the other side, people. Ooh, mon Dieu, petit cabage.